Sales Babble is sponsored by Wingman, your source for actionable sales intelligence. This is the Sales Babble Podcast, episode 421, How to Find the Right Time to Pitch.
Welcome to Sales Babble, the podcast that shares selling secrets for non-sellers. And now your host, Pat Helmers.
Hello, Sales Babblers. This is Pat Helmers, and if you're new to this show, this episode and the vast majority of the episodes are based on the Tao Te Ching, an ancient Chinese philosophy founded on the notion of non-doing. By non-doing, I mean letting life happen of its own accord. Not pushing, not pulling, allowing events to take their own course, and accepting the pace, whatever that may be. Which is the topic of this episode, how to find the right time to pitch. Here's the secret. It's not on your schedule, but the schedule of the buyer. Now, each episode has a vignette between Pat and Chris. And today we talk about the notion of automatically recording sales calls and then referring to those calls for coaching, managing, and note-taking. Today's episode is a concrete example of using the services of our sponsor, Wingman. Wingman automatically records meetings and transcribes the entire conversation. There's no need for sales reps to take notes in a separate notebook. Plus, it's a non-intrusive way for managers to coach. Sellers can focus on their conversations with prospects rather than trying to capture all the key qualifying indicators, because anything you can do to optimize your listening enhances your ability to build relationships and close more business. Go to trywingman.com/salesbabble and get a free demo for a free trial today. Wingman, it's your source for actionable sales intelligence. And now today's chapter, the craft of sales. Like a watchmaker building precision timepieces, the master seller hones their craft to exact perfection. When hunting, embrace cold calling. When meeting, listen deep for understanding. When negotiating, be patient and kind. In speech, be honest. In judging, be fair. In business, be competent. In action, watch for the timing. The craft of sales is for few, rejected by many. And now today's story. The company was rolling out a new business solution and had aggressive goals to promote the product. Pat and Chris met twice monthly for one-on-one coaching, as well as the sales funnel review for the new product. During the meeting, they reviewed a few recordings of Chris's prospecting calls. Pat was pleased that Chris always started strong in the calls by asking open-ended questions to qualify the prospects. But there was a recurring issue. Each time a prospect mentioned that they had a problem the new business solution could solve, Chris leapt into action and started pitching immediately. And this is the thing. The same thing happened during 3 of the calls they reviewed. Whoa, said Pat. You're jumping too quickly to a solution. We've yet to hear if this is the only problem they have, the most important problem they have, and if there are any other problems they might have. Your timing is way off. There's a time to listen, and there's a time to act. So, let's take it down a notch and slow the sale. Next time, keep qualifying until you understand all their problems. Then make your pitch in the context of helping to solve their challenges. Remember, timing is everything. I've attended a fair number of networking events, and invariably I'll meet somebody who asks me a few questions, and once they hear something that's relevant to them, they jump on it and start hard selling me on their stuff. Ugh. They probably think they're good at asking questions and qualifying, but in reality, I'm just annoyed. It's not ask, listen, pitch, but it's ask, listen, ask, listen, ask, listen, and then once more you're certain you've heard it all, ask, listen once more, then pitch. To quote the baseball coach, Yogi Berra, you don't have to swing hard to hit a home run. If you got the timing, it'll go. Hey, the exact same thing is true in selling, too. If you got the timing, it'll go. To download a copy of this week's Tao Te Ching of Sales chapter, you can find it in the show notes at www.salesbabble.com. And while you're at the website, sign up for our email list, and you'll be able to download a free copy of the Tao Te Ching of Sales ebook. This is the book that's been the inspiration for these Sales Babble episodes. It's based on a blog that I wrote many, many years ago. You can see what topics we'll be covering in the future. Use this book for daily inspiration with short, one-page chapters on a balanced and a non-pushy approach when selling. And while you're on the website, you can also find links to our sponsor, Wingman, your source for actionable sales intelligence. Go to trywingman.com/salesbabble to get a free demo today. Just last week, one of the Sales Babble listeners reached out to me and asked me if I would review their demo. We met. We had a great time. It was really fun stuff. If you would like to dig deeper into this episode's topics or any of the ones that we've already talked about, reach out to me on LinkedIn. Let's set up a time to talk, or a coffee, or maybe a video chat. That's it for today. Until next week, take care and have a highly successful and a profitable selling day.
Thank you for listening to the Sales Babble podcast. Find us at www.salesbabble.com.
This is a production of Habanero Media.